Pandu, born under quite desperate circumstances when Vyasa was called for Niyoga and his mother was impregnated. Coming from there, Pandu has covered an unthinkable journey as a father when he actually became the father of Pandav through another kind of Niyoga, but this time the father and the mother were not too disconnected from whatever was happening, a story that I have covered in detail in Kunti. Surya and Indra, both two different forms of nature who cannot exist together. Indra being the god of water, when it rains, Surya has to go, and when Surya is there, rains can't be there. In the cosmic natural world, the rivalry is not threatening. They can coexist peacefully. But in the earth, it manifests as life-threatening rivalry, where in Ramayana, we see Indra's son, Bali, has to go because Surya's son, Sugriv, will have to take over. In the Mahabharata, we see the reverse, where Surya's son, Karna, has to go because Indra's son, Arjun, has to take over. Drupad as a father leaves me with a lot of questions, because from Drupad's anger was Draupadi and Drishtadyumna born, and he knew that these two will have to go through ultimate sacrifice and ultimate pain to be able to avenge not only on Dronacharya but the entire universe that supported Dronacharya as his power. So more than having an insight on Drupad, which I have already shared in my previous videos, I am intrigued about what that father must have felt all his life when he saw the two children before him and knew that their lives are spoiled because he was angry and revengeful. Vasudev and Nandaraj. When Krishna was born, the prison opened and Vasudev carried Krishna to Nandaraj, and Nandaraj became the father. What interests me about both is the kind of resilience and the kind of effort they show, which is reflective of fatherhood, to what extent fathers can go to protect their child, and to what extent a father would go knowing that the child is not mine and probably will be taken away in due course of time, because in leadership, nobody belongs to anyone in particular, in spite of the fact Nandaraj giving in as a father and building up Krishna's life when he was a child has a lot to say about the person that he was. And of course, fatherhood itself. Adirath, I guess, is the most forgotten father of Indian mythology, because when I say Adirath, probably half the people who are listening to this video would not know who is Adirath. Adirath was the person who adopted Karna when he found the child floating and coming by through the river. But Karna had never probably given him the due respect or the due recognition. Nobody knows what happened to Adirath, but in the film Rajniti, there was an interesting interpretation which showed that Adirath, the character that played Adirath, comes back to work after Karna's death because it was his duty to serve the royal family as a charioteer. In the film, it showed that he served the family as their driver, because in the story of Dharma, everybody is entitled to his or her personal ethics, and that was Adirath's ethics.